Future Spartan here. I forgot to mention that we are on the path to 50,000 subscribers. So, if you guys could help us get there by the end of the year, that would be absolutely amazing. If you watch my videos, you enjoy what I do, punch that subscribe button. Be a part of something great. Now, let's get back to the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in Montana. It's been a little while. So I figured jump in Montana, show you guys a little bit of, good old-fashioned Montana gameplay. There's been a lot of people that have been sending me messages saying, hey, look, I just unlocked the Montana. I don't know how to make this thing work. It's not working for me. So I'm going to try to play this game like I think most people should learn to play the Montana. And hopefully this will give you guys a chance to get a better idea. Instead of playing super aggressive like I do, this is going to be a more patient game. It's going to be looking for those crossfires. It's going to be paying attention to the map and trying to figure out where you should position yourself early on especially, but even then later in the game to try to make the most out of it. And one of the things that I want you to focus on if you're going to be into Montana, or any battleship for that matter, it doesn't have to be Montana, it's just this is the way that the Montana should be played rather than being super aggressive like I do and getting yourself murdered early. So you just got to be... You got to be a little bit more patient. Wait for things to develop. Use your concealment. You run the concealment mod, that doesn't mean you're always going to be the last thing spotted, but look, GK, clearly no concealment mod, gets spotted, he's turning out. This allows us to get the opening salvo away. We take the shot, didn't even use the spotter plane on this shot, and got the greatest accuracy you're going to get out of a shot, and we smack him for 25,000 damage. That is the power of the Montana's broadside. If you get to use it, it's devastating, man. Now here, I'm going to actually use my plane because I'm expecting to get another shot at this GK. Unfortunately, our destroyer turns back to the inside. GK drops spot, Alaska drops spot, and that just leaves this Kaba. Now, again, just because somebody drops spot doesn't mean you just give up or you wait for them to get spotted. Look around, try to find somebody. You can see I'm not trying to give this Kaba an idea that I'm looking at him. And sure enough, as soon as I'm ready, I get all the guns. We get the shot out. He's reversing, so we place the shot behind, and he sails right into this, and we take over half his hit points. That, again, the power of Montana. 8 overpens plus 1 full pen, half his health gone. That's going to change the way he wants to play the rest of this game. I say that, he actually is going to play it exactly the same, and unfortunately the rest of my team just doesn't shoot him anytime soon. There's going to be some really big blunders on this right side of the map, and I'm going to try to point them out. First of all, GK. Already lost 25,000 hit points for sailing broadside and sailing in a straight line, not changing course, not doing anything. He is completely spotted. He knows that he's spotted, and yet doesn't bother changing course, doesn't bother using his sonar, doesn't bother doing anything. How do I know this? Well, because next time I look over, there's a gigantic wall of skill heading in his direction. And GKs are the one ship that just cannot get out of the way if they're not paying attention. If you wait to see the torps, it's too late. You're dead. And in this guy's case, he's done. Like, you're not going to survive that. All his health gone. Shima gets the dev strike, as you'd expect. Here, we're looking for the shot over the island on the Conqueror. Also, we have a Pommern over on the right side who's pushing up, so I'm thinking, okay, that Pommern should be able to hold that side against the Conqueror. Our Yami's pushing into the middle of the map. There's a Des Moines in the middle. I can't really shoot him, unfortunately. I could potentially shoot him, but he's not going to stay spotted. Kaba, once again, he's in reverse, but watch this. He's slowing down, which tells me he's about to change course. If you watch him, here you go. As we get closer and closer to reload, he's going to start to slow down. You watch his smoke. See the smoke on the smokestack getting less and less stretched? Well, now it's changing course. He's going to go forward. We aim the shot ahead. I underestimated his ability to change course. I thought it would take him a little bit longer, but we still get a hit. Not as good a hit as I was hoping for. Didn't manage to take him out. But unfortunately, Pommern goes down to the Conqueror. He lost all of his health that quickly. That's unfortunate. Then the Yami is getting burnt to death by the Kaba and the Des Moines. So he's not long for this world. Des Moines is about to take off. Kaba is again reversing. We're going to take the shot. This time, I'm feeling pretty confident about this shot. And, of course, We don't get the best RNG here, but we still get two overpins on him. And he gets away for now. Our destroyer is the only thing left on this right side. He manages to take out the Conqueror. So it's just everything on the left of us. We're in a position in a centrally... I say centrally located. We're inside the map boundaries. Okay, there's... I'll get into that in some other video. But here, broadside Montana pushing up. We have the beautiful shot. We're going to beach here. It is what it is. I'm trying to make sure I get all of my guns on target here. And we absolutely smashed the man. 5 full pins, 3 overpins. We're still angled. The Montana has amazing belt armor. We've talked about this. Staying angled. That's going to force him to shoot the superstructure. This Kaba, he's shooting AP at me. He's not going to get crap. Like, he's just not. There's not a whole lot he can do at this angle. That's when I notice priority target number 2. Radar cruiser, Des Moines, begging for it, probably not paying attention to us. So we get that crossfire. These are the crossfires that I'm talking about. Our team is bow tanking these guys. These guys are pushing across thinking they've got the advantage. And I'm over here just waylaying everybody's broadside. This is what crossfires are all about. We take over half his health, and we're up to 100,000 hit points. Well, 99.7. Kaba, once again, is in a position where I'm thinking about shooting him, but he's reversing behind the island. I don't really have a good look. Des Moines, I mean, it looks like he's going to turn out a little bit, so we take the shot up a little further than I normally would. And, of course, we played it perfectly, and bonk, down he goes, Dev Strike. 2 shots to take him down from full health. Montana is pushing out, again, still full broadside. This is what you can't do in the Montana. I know what you're probably thinking. Well, Spurt, you're basically broadside to the Bourgogne right now. Well, you're probably kind of right, except for the fact that Bourgogne has 15-inch guns, and I'm angled a little bit. It's not a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not angled perfectly at all. But it's enough that I'm not worried about it. And so here, I thought he was going to turn out a little bit, so we aim high, going for superstructure, potentially guns. We get a couple of shots into the superstructure, but definitely aimed that one a little bit too high. Montana, I assumed he was going to die. He was broadside to a Stalingrad. There's a battleship back there. There's a destroyer in front of him. There's a Des Moines all the way at the map border. So there's a lot of firepower to finish him off. So I switched targets to the next available target, which is the Bourgogne. This shot, I'm not going to lie, I aim way off to the right. Why? Because he's heading that direction and we want to hit guns and superstructure. And this time, I vastly underestimated how fast he was going. He ended up being just too fast for my shells. At 7 kilometers. But then, that's the power of the Bourgogne's engine boost. Like, if you get that thing going, you can get that thing going like 40 knots or some stupid thing. So, it's kind of crazy, but definitely underestimated it. But I'm not going to do that twice. Here, we hold even further off. We're a lot closer. There's the shot into the guns I was looking for. Knock out one of his guns. That's going to reduce his DPM even further than it already is, given the fact that he's got little tiny pea shooters. But here... He's doing a pretty good job of staying angled to us. He's not giving us a great look. I don't want to give him a great look either. He takes the torpedoes through the smoke screen. You gotta love having a destroyer that's helping you out. He opens the angle up a little too much here. We're gonna try to shoot through with the front guns. He actually gets turned back just a little bit, but we managed to get 3 shells into him anyway. And now that he has shot us, now I'm gonna swing out and get the rear guns, and we just don't shoot high enough. That was just a blunder on my end. Needed to shoot the superstructure to get the kill there, and right now I'm assuming I'm dead. Fortunately for me, the Des Moines coming in clutch with that DPM to finish the guy off. Big hit. I give him a thank you in the chat. You gotta give him, you know what I mean? Like, I assumed I was dead right there. I deserved it. I ricocheted 5 shells out of the rear 2 guns because I didn't aim high enough into that superstructure. That was all my fault. 161,000 damage, though, currently. There's a Shima out there, and I'm trying to aim the shot. Watch me accidentally bump up on the shot here. I'd already adjusted the shot once, and then right before I fired, I kind of bumped it again, and that allows those shots to overshoot him. That was on me once again. But you saw it was pretty well aimed in terms of lead. I just overshot him. Alaska, I was hoping this Alaska was going to sail out, and then I started realizing he's turning away from us, probably trying to stay behind the island from me. So he at least realizes I'm here. I've got no shots. I'm hoping that the Shima gets spotted again. I'm trying to stay in a position where if either of these guys come out, get spotted, I'll be able to help with a crossfire. Again, yeah, I love to see it, right? Didn't manage to get into the center cap here. If I could have done anything differently, probably should have, like, instead of slowing down, just dove into the cap, got a little bit of extra XP there, even though in the grand scheme of things, this game is over. Alaska, I was looking for the shot between the pillars on the island. Can't take it. Look back, Shima gets spotted for a split second. Couldn't quite aim a shot on him. So, again, we're just kind of looking. We know we could potentially shoot either of these guys if they give us an opportunity. So I'm keeping my guns in a position where I could potentially shoot either of them quickly. And we're already turning left. You can see I was spotted for a moment. Daring is right there. If I can get him to spot, or our other destroyer to spot the Shima, watch where my guns are already looking. I'm not looking at Alaska. I can't shoot him. But Shima, I am. And I had anticipated pretty well where he's at. He gets hit, and of course our shot's already on target. That picks up the Confederate. Alaska immediately gets smashed, and down he goes as well. So we finished the game 166,000 hit points. I hope this shows a little bit more how to play the Montana. Be patient. Try to set yourself up in a crossfire. Pay attention to the map so that you can take advantage of crossfires that your team can create. But 3,000 base XP, second on the team, not too shabby. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.